Joining us is the chairman of the Judiciary Committee from the great state of Ohio, Mr. Jim Jordan. Welcome, Mr. Chairman. It must be gratifying to you to see Joe Biden finally agree that DOJ and the FBI are in desperate need of reform. You must be gratified to hear that.
Well, yeah, they are. And I love the line that the President Trump used. He said that the best retribution is winning. And that is exactly what we're going to focus on. And you're right, Trey. When did President Trump go after any, quote, enemies or exact retribution on anyone in his first term? And, I mean, we know who the target was. You and I, we were on a committee that looked into what she was involved in. The target would have been Hillary Clinton, and President Trump did nothing to go after her, even though there was this whole spying on President Trump's campaign where she paid the Perkins Coie law firm who hired Fusion GPS, who hired a foreigner, who lied in this dossier that they used to go get the warrant to spy on President Trump's campaign. But yet, there was no retribution. So, the best thing to do is focus on success and winning and on doing what we told the voters we were going to do when they gave us the mandate they gave us on November 5th.
Revenge is indeed the best success, and you have been saying that from the whole time very first time I met you. We have to do what we told the voters we were going to do. You're going to chair a vital committee with both a legislative agenda and an oversight agenda. So where do you start? How do you prioritize?
Well, the border's number one. And of course, as you know, Trey, the Judiciary Committee has pretty broad jurisdiction on immigration law. So we want to work with the White House, work with the Senate, and make sure we get our border secure and get our immigration system working the way it's supposed to be working. So if you come here lawfully, you follow our laws, God bless you. We want to welcome you to this great country, the greatest country ever, but you got to do it legally. So that'll be a big focus. And then as far as oversight, I do think it's important we look at the David Weiss Special Counsel investigation of Hunter Biden and how that investigation, according to whistleblowers, was so political. And then, of course, Jack Smith, the other special counsel, and what he tried to do to President Trump, which was also so political. And there's some real concerns with some of the lawyers who worked for Mr. Smith's team, particularly the one who said to a lawyer representing one of the defendants that, hey, we thought you wanted this judge position. What are you doing representing someone tied with President Trump? You're not allowed to do that kind of stuff, Trey, as you know, and yet that happens. So there's things we need to look at there as part of our oversight function. And then finally, continue to do our work to protect the First Amendment, free speech, and stop any censorship activity that is going on where big government, big tech, big media were working together. We want to make sure that stuff is exposed and no longer going to happen.
You know, Chairman, you raise a fascinating point. There has to be oversight over both the decision to charge and the decision not to charge. And if it's not congressional oversight, I don't know where that oversight comes from. Democrats kicked Jerry Nadler to the curb, and they replaced him with, a quicker, more media-savvy Jamie Raskin. But, good facts make good lawyers. How is Jamie Raskin going to defend the pardon of Hunter Biden and the prosecution of Jeff Fortenberry, but not Rachel Rollins? I mean, he's got some tough facts.
Yeah, he does. And again, I don't care if it's Jerry or Jamie. Our job is to do what we told the voters we were going to do. They gave us a mandate to go, fix the border, stop the crazy inflation, stop this record level of crime, and protect their liberties, their First Amendment rights, their Second Amendment rights, their Fourth Amendment privacy rights, all that. That's what we're going to focus on. Relative to the pardon, I don't know how you can defend that. I mean, I'm like you, Trey. I figured he was going to do it. I don't know that he's done. I mean, who knows what he's going to do with his brother, Jim Biden, if there's going to be a pardon there. I was concerned, as you were, with, and I think so many Americans, with the breadth of this pardon. It was literally for 10 years and 11 months. I mean, from January 1st, 2014 to December 1st, 2024, 10 years, 11 months. And for stuff that he may have committed clear back in 14, 15, and 16 when Joe Biden was functioning as our vice president and weighing in with activities in Ukraine, specifically relative to this Ukrainian energy company, Burisma, that Hunter Biden sat on the board of. So I do find that interesting. And again, the Democrats said, the Republican impeachment inquiry, there's nothing to it. Well, if there was nothing to it, why did he have to pardon for the very years and the things that we were inquiring about? I find that all interesting.
Yeah, I thought about maybe you and I going and asking for one of those big old expansive pardons, and then it dawned on me that we actually hadn't done anything wrong, so we really don't need one. So Jim Jordan, with one of the most important committees in all of Congress, thank you for joining us on a Sunday night.
You bet, Trey. Thank you.